Welcome to the Know Before You Go Travel Show, where we share all the latest travel tips, tricks, and insights to make your next vacation the best one yet. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the show with Penyak Travel's George Penyak and our senior travel consultant, Janet Penyak.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
We are back for another episode of the Know Before You Go Travel Show. And man,
You just got so excited.
I know, I'm pumped up because I'm hopped up on coffee, like we usually are.
Well, mine hasn't kicked in yet.
Your caffeine, your octane needs to kick in. Your caffeine, go juice, get that stuff flowing through your veins.
I'm trying to.
Well, we're fresh off a trip. We just got back from
Grenada.
And it was awesome. And so this episode's going to be all about Grenada.
Yes, which I know we've done an episode on it before, but
we got to update it.
We got to update
this thing because we went back and we love the place. And, you know, I'm glad we were able to take time to do that because you've been, like, slammed.
Yes.
What you were telling me earlier all of the stuff what are some of the things you're working on right now?
2 large destination weddings, several trips to Hawaii, French Polynesia. I mean, it's lots of groups. So.
Lots of groups and lots of love from our podcast audience, too. We've been feeling the love, and we love you guys back, and we appreciate when you guys reach out, and you know, we like to think we have some sort of expertise here because, you know, we've gone to so many places and done so many things, and we're in the business, and, you know, if you need help with anything, you know, hit us up. So we love hearing from our listeners, whether you have a trip to book or if you just have a question or just want to tell us what your thoughts are on the show. It's been really cool.
Yeah.
It's been super cool.
Yep. But that trip, we really needed it because, we've been so busy. And the day before we left, our pup passed away. So,
oh, yeah. We had our office pup pass away.
Yes,
Lucky.
if you follow our Facebook or Instagram, I know she's been on both. But so we really needed that vacation. It could not have come at a better time.
And I know. And when we took off, when wheels went up out of the airport, we were in first class. And it was real early in the morning.
And I know we've talked about first class before, you know, and always check the prices of it and everything. And this one was another instance where it was only like $200 more. So
then you got to do it. It's so worth it. Like the value you get back out of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Free check bag. Okay, there goes a lot of it right there, right? You know.
Yeah, because it's $30 each way.
Yeah, always check. And then also don't book basic economy because then you're not going to be able to pick your seats.
Oh,
I mean, you can book it if you're like very prepared to not check a bag and, you know.
If you don't care where you sit on the plane.
Yeah, but I usually care. I mean, call me picky, but, you know, middle seats kind of suck. There's no way around it. So anyways, we want to talk about the property we went to. So Sandals, Grenada. It used to be called Sandals La Source. Mm-hmm. And they just now changed it to Sandals, Grenada. What was up with that? You know anything about that?
I don't, but I know it was called La Source because that's what the original resort was called.
Yeah, we found out that the old owner of the previous property still lives up on the hillside.
Yeah,
so you can see his house up there.
Yeah, there's a house up there with some amazing views.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a nice place to live.
Oh my gosh, I know. Look over the resort that you probably built and sold for a boatload
and
of
the
money,
ocean,
you know?
And you look back at the harbor. And
that's
very nice.
One thing about Sandals Grenada that we love is that
the views,
and you don't get all these cruise ships coming in and out.
No,
I think there's one cruise ship a week.
Yeah,
that
there's
might
not
come
many.
for one day, right?
Yeah. There's not many cruise ships there. We didn't see any the whole time we were there. We stayed 5 nights. We did a Friday to Wednesday, and I think it's a good one for 5 nights. So.
Oh yeah. It's
I mean, you could possibly even get away with 4 nights just because it's so close to the airport, but 5 nights I think was perfect.
5 nights was perfect, and it's one of those places, literally, where we said this the first time we went as a couple.
And it stands true today.
Time stands still.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just seems like the days go by so slow, and the whole time we were there, it just seemed like we were there forever.
I mean, we were there for 5 nights. It felt like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And that is like the best part. I don't know what it is about that place, and it happened to us last time we went.
Yeah.
Last time we went, we were there for 7 nights.
We were there for a full week, yeah.
And it felt like a year.
I know.
Like, we were sitting there on day 7, and we're like, gosh, remember the day we got here? And we're thinking back, like, that was forever ago.
Yes, yeah. No, I know. And same thing. I mean, it felt like that again. So
There's something about that place.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's that relaxed or quaint or whatever it is, but it's like, because the island's very small. We 100,000 to 125,000 people, and so it has that like really low key vibe to it.
Yeah, no, I like it. If you're just looking to kind of relax, get away from everything, it's just perfect for that. And the service was on point.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're very fortunate. You want to go ahead and tell everyone what category room we had?
Well, yeah. So when we go on these trips, we don't know, what room we get. So they put us in a butler suite in the Italian village. And, well, first off, I mean, the look on George's face when our butler came and greeted us, he's like slapping my leg. And,
I had a feeling
with excitement.
I had a feeling we might get one. Remember, I said,
yes.
I said, I got a feeling we might get a butler this trip. I just had a feeling.
Yeah. Well, we did. And so we had a team of 3 butlers, and it was Wilhelm, Wavy Davy, and
Wavy Davy,
Rennell, and they were awesome. All 3 of them, top notch, 5 stars all the way, amazing.
Rock star butlers.
Yes.
I mean, you call them up for anything and they deliver.
Oh yeah, and they're also just so friendly.
Yeah, they're very cool. They just call so they give you a little cell phone. And so for those that don't know about butler service, we might have some new listeners. We get a lot of them, but we get asked a lot if you've never had butler service. Do they just stand out in your door? Do they just stand at your doorway? It's like, no, it's not like the traditional butler, that kind of
not
butler.
Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air butler.
Yeah, it's not like the Will Smith Fresh Prince Bel-Air butler. It's a butler where they give you a cell phone. So it's a cell phone that you get on when you're on property. It's really small. It's like those old school phones from like the 90s where it still has the buttons on it. It's on a touchscreen.
Yep.
And it has one number programmed in there, and it's to your butlers.
Yep.
And you just call them, and they'll pick up the phone because they're on property, and they'll just tell them what you need, and they take care of it for you.
Yep.
So restaurant reservations, spa reservations. They reserved a chairs for us at the pool.
Yeah, pool. They asked us in the evenings where we wanted to be set up the next day, at the beach or the pool, in which pool. And we told them, and then they had chairs reserved with a sign with our name and a cooler. And we said just put a lot of water in the cooler.
Yeah, because we have a swim-up bar right there. So we like to chill the pool with the swim-up bar. So.
Yeah, but also keep hydrated with water.
Yeah, stay hydrated with water.
One drink, one bottle of water.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah. And yeah, so they had it there set up every single day for us. It was awesome. Yeah, and then they would even come by and replenish our water.
Oh, yeah, and they would just come by and check on you. So we'd be sitting there, and they'd come on by and say, how's your day? What can I do for you?
And we'd say, will you go order me a pizza? And they would go order our pizza and bring it.
Yeah, do you mind bringing me some lunch and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And during the day, or the evenings, they wear the tuxedo with the white gloves.
Yes.
And then during the day, because it's a little hot, they wear like a nice red button up and black slacks.
Yeah.
But our butlers were...
Or I think it was khakis. But
was it khakis? Yeah. I can't remember. Phenomenal butlers, though.
Yes.
And one thing we didn't have them do that we typically do is have them set up breakfast one day on our balcony.
Yeah, we actually never did that this time.
You can ask them to do that like the night before and just tell them what you want, like mimosas, coffee, water, and then, set up... And then you pick whatever you want for breakfast, pancakes, eggs, omelets, whatever you want.
Yeah.
They come in there at the time you requested, say, to come by at 8:30 a.m., hear a knock on the door, and then they come in there. They have their white tablecloth.
Yeah, I was going to say they set up a tablecloth and put your breakfast out on your balcony.
Yeah, and they set it all up where it's beautiful. And we should have done that. We didn't do that.
I don't know why we didn't, but I mean, we walked to the buffet every day, and it was always really good. So, and like quiet, the resort, excuse me, was only at like 74% occupancy, so it wasn't full, easy to find, beach chairs, pool chairs, anything you wanted. So
yeah, because it's the down season.
Yes,
so which why we like traveling during this time of year, because resorts aren't at capacity, and even we have traveled there when it has been at 100%.
Yeah, February. Yeah,
it still doesn't feel like it is.
No, it never did.
It just doesn't. So it's really cool. And then also, I think a great benefit is the proximity to the airport. So talk about that.
So 5 minutes from the airport. The shuttle that we were in, the people that were sitting in front of us on it, when we pulled up to the resort, they were like, wait, what? We're already here? Yeah,
because a lot of people, if you go to other Sandals, you expect like a long transfer.
Yeah.
This one is maybe not even 5 minutes from the time they start going.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 minutes.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. But in another huge perk, like if you've been to Sandals Montego Bay, that's also literally right next to the airport, but they get a lot of airplane noise. Whereas Sandals Grenada, it's like very few flights in and out every day. I think we maybe heard one plane a day because the other ones were so small you didn't hardly hear them.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah, and they're not, it wasn't loud, it wasn't like intrusive or anything like that.
Not at all. And that's the thing. So if you look at it on a map, some people might be like, oh my God, I'm not going to do that because it's so close to the airport. But
yeah, I've had someone say that. And I was like, no, you're making a mistake.
You're missing out because the airport is it's dead. They only have like a few flights a day. And then on top of that, the way the runway faces, you don't get the engine noise.
No, you don't at all.
You hear a plane, but it's not like...
And they go back out the other direction, so not even over the resort.
Yeah, so it's really, it's minimal. It really is.
Yeah, like I said, it's not intrusive at all.
Not intrusive at all. And but it was great only having a 2-minute transfer.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because then you're right there. Because it is a longer flight from Miami. It's about 3.5 hours. So it is a longer flight. And then, yeah, just to be able to hop right out of the airport into the transfer, 2 minutes and you're there at the resort. That is awesome.
Yeah, and what was really cool too is so Grenada is known as a spice island, and every kind of drink that they have there, not every kind, but if you get like a rum punch, it's going to have some sort of like little spice to it because they like to.
We went from airport to talking about the spices in the drinks.
Well, I'm just saying spices in the drinks because when you show up, they give you a little champagne. Then of course I had some rum punch when I showed up.
Oh yeah, and they put nutmeg in their rum punch.
Put a nutmeg in there,
yeah.
and I like that because it's a little local touch that they do, and I think that's very cool.
Yes, yeah, no, I agree. So
we arrived in 2 minutes, and they escort us to the Sandals Club Lounge.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there tapping your leg. I'm like, I got a feeling, babe. I got a feeling.
I know, and I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
And then in comes our butler. And, there was other people checking in, so we didn't know if it was our butler. and he's looking around, and he asked the guy that does the check-in, for the pronunciation of our last name, because it's Penyak, but if you can read it a couple different ways.
Yeah.
And I could hear him trying to say it, and I'm like, oh, we got it. And so, bam, we got it. It was great.
Yeah, so service from the butlers, it was amazing. Highly recommend it. If you can swing it, it's great.
Yeah.
So.
And Sandals Grenada, for those that don't know, it's the resort that you often see pictures of people standing or in a balcony pool.
Oh yeah, and we did not get that.
We didn't get the balcony pool. It's an infinity balcony pool that looks over the harbor. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
We toured one of the rooms,
yes.
and it'll be on our video because we're going to have an awesome video on there.
Yes.
Awesome
oh
video.
my God, that room. Oh, if I could stay in there for a week, it was awesome. It's the penthouse sky pool butler suite.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Beautiful.
It is my favorite room in all of Sandals.
Yeah, no,
I have
to
in
agree.
all resorts. In all resorts.
No, I have to agree. It's pretty awesome. But so let's touch on the service. Just back on that.
Yep.
Just talking about the butler service, that was fabulous. But the service everywhere else was amazing too. I just feel like it was so on point. Everyone, as soon as we sat down, we had water immediately. And
yeah.
I can say in other places that hasn't always been the case. So
yeah, and you never know. And I think sometimes, and we always expect good service too. So that's the thing. When we make a comment on good service, that says that it stands out to us.
It stood out there.
It stood out, and everywhere you went, like every time we sat down for breakfast, server was right there within like a few seconds.
Yes.
Hey, what would you like? And what do we always get?
Water, coffee, and a mimosa.
We always have one mimosa every breakfast.
Oh yeah. Well, it's vacation, so
got to kick the day off with a mimosa.
Yeah, and I tell you, then I'd get up, I would go get my omelet, and then by the time I came back, all of that was there.
You have a made to order. You get your omelet made to order. By the time that comes out, coffee, water, and mimosa.
Oh yeah.
And then we drink the mimosa and go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because that's our vibe. So we eat breakfast and we go to the gym.
Yeah.
Right, and then we head to the pool bar.
Yep. Yeah. So
and my protein shake is a dirty banana.
There you go. That's right. And then I guess the first full day we were there, we did the couples massage, and that was awesome. The only thing is they had a band that was playing music outside.
It was the band was playing in the lobby.
In the lobby?
So the spa's near the lobby.
Yeah.
And they had a steel drum band playing in the lobby.
Which was nice.
It was real nice because there was a lot of guests arriving that day. It was a busy day for arrivals.
Yeah, that was on a Saturday. So maybe just if you are going to get a spa treatment on a Saturday, don't do it around 11 a.m.
Yeah, do it in the afternoons. I think they stopped playing at like noon or something. We were in the morning. And so that's a no before you go travel tip. Just because the spa is located near the lobby. And they had very tranquil music playing over the speakers inside of the massage room.
Yeah, so it was just kind of...
And then you heard dun 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 dun, and you hear that outside, and you're like, it's still really nice.
I mean, it was still nice, but yeah, we're like, I feel like I couldn't get into full relaxation mode.
Yeah, but the massage was great. The hot stone massage.
Oh yeah, no, it was awesome.
Get that. Like, listen, I'm a guy, and like I typically don't go to spas. I mean, there's nothing wrong with guys that do, but I just was one that never did. Yeah. And now that we started going to them, I love them.
Well, we only do it on vacation.
But I love them.
No, I do too.
And I went full naked this time.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't go full naked. Like, they don't like, when they're massaging you, they don't know you're naked. But you have the option. I'm
pretty sure they probably knew.
They have an option. I mean, no, they don't know. Well, they don't know for sure.
They can see through the sheet, probably.
No, they can't. No,
they can tell that you don't have it on.
I mean, I was just wearing boxer briefs, so they wouldn't be able to tell.
Because they tuck the sheet like around your boxers.
Buttocks. But anyways, they couldn't.
Moving on.
They couldn't tell, and sometimes I don't go full naked, and sometimes I do.
Okay.
And I was just feeling it, so.
He's crazy. Next.
So let's talk about the food. Moving on. One of our favorite restaurants there. One of our
Butch's.
favorite restaurants. We ate there twice.
Yes. So we ate at Butch's twice. Amazing steaks. You know, sometimes I feel like the steaks in the Caribbean can be hit or miss. You know, they're okay, but it's not like great quality. But
at all resorts, Secrets, all of them. We've been to a lot of them.
Yeah, but and at other Sandals too. But at Butch's, at all the Sandals that we've been to, it's always been excellent. So
excellent steaks. It's of the quality you would get, back home.
Oh yeah, then they have all different sides that you can choose from, and like lobster mac and cheese, and it was
so good.
It was so good. So we ate there twice. Excellent service. That one does require reservations. Make sure you request that the day you arrive. And we also ate at Kimonos, which is a hibachi, and they also require reservations.
So know before you go tip. If you don't have a butler, the day you show up, go ahead and lock up your reservations, right?
Yes.
And you can do that at the Club Sandals Lounge, or you can call.
Yeah, or they have the culinary concierge desk in the living room that you can go to. The living room's like a bar, main hangout area. So
yeah, it's like a central area,
right?
Yeah, so we highly recommend day one when you get there, just grab you a drink and then go knock out your reservations. Just because it could book up. Butch's never did, but it could.
It could, yeah, and especially during like peak travel seasons, it could. So then we also ate at Soy and the Italian place one night for dinner, both of them.
Yeah,
and then we had a candlelight dinner.
Ooh, so we paid a little extra. So if you want a private candlelight dinner on the beach, they'll do this for you. But you have to pay a little extra for this, but you get a private server. And you literally have your own table with tiki torches around you.
Yes.
And it's on the beach or on a gazebo
I
on the beach.
almost wish we would have done the beach just because the gazebo was very dark. Like they had a couple candles, but...
You're right.
It was a little dark in my opinion, so I'd recommend going with the beach location, and then they set up the tiki torches. So,
and you can see it a lot better.
Yeah. It was almost like we were sitting in the dark. It was very nice, but just one little tip. So.
And then you get your own menu, and it has your name on it. It's really cool. It's a nice touch they do. That server does... You can tip that server. So that's one opportunity you have to tip somebody, where at Sandals typically you don't tip anybody because
except butlers, or if it's a special service like that,
or your driver. So
they're not Sandals employees.
The transfer service that brings you in, Sandals takes care of that, but they're not a Sandals employee. So if you have like the guy that does the 2-minute transfer, if he like loads your bags or something, give him like $1 or $2. That's what we do.
I usually give the drivers like $5.
Like $5.
So but that candlelight dinner, yes, very, very nice.
It's very romantic, very intimate. So if you're doing a honeymoon anniversary, do
highly
that.
Recommend it.
Do that. And how much is it?
$1.99, and it comes with a bottle of champagne.
Worth it.
Yeah,
worth it. So
the other thing we want to talk about are the pools. There's 2 pools there. There's only one of them has a swim-up bar, and that's the pool in the South Seas Village. Actually, there is another pool. There's several other pools, but there's two main pools. So
main pools, yeah.
There's one in South Seas Village with the swim-up bar, and then the quiet pool down by the ocean. So we would usually start out at the one with the swim-up bar. And by the afternoon, sometimes it would get a little rowdy. So
sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. And so then we would go down to the quiet pool, and that's where the best views are. So,
you get views
and they do have
water.
servers like walking around, taking drink orders and everything. So it's still nice.
Yeah, the water, the views you get from we'll call it the chill pool, the quiet pool.
Yeah.
It's an infinity pool. And so it just kind of, the water just continues into the bay almost is what it feels like.
So you're looking, at the ocean and
the mountains.
The other part of the island. So it's beautiful. So, and then we went and got in the ocean a couple afternoons.
We did, yeah. We're more pool people.
Yes.
But we did get in the ocean. Water's a little, surprisingly, the water was cooler in the ocean than it was in the pool.
Yeah,
the pool was warm. It was
this
like
time
bath
of year,
water. It felt great.
Grenada is very, very hot.
Yeah, the water I thought felt great in the pools, though.
In the ocean?
In the pools.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. It was very warm.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was nice. So, but the ocean water, it was very nice.
Yeah, and so there were people that were snorkeling in the ocean while we were kind of enjoying it. So you'll see some people snorkeling, and they have like these like almost little cove areas that are surrounded by rocks, that it's like almost a private little area just for... It's
kind of like how they made the beach there, so it'd be kind of calm for swimming.
And it's perfect, and there's two of them because they have this big dock that goes out from the resort, and on each side of the dock they have these coves with the private beach, and we're not really... Well, actually, is it private? I don't think it is.
I don't think it's
but
private,
we never
but
saw anybody.
We only saw one beach vendor the entire time.
Yeah, we saw one beach vendor, and like the security guy was like eyeing him.
Oh, yeah.
So they, he didn't. I think he was just trying to get us to buy a necklace or something. But,
yeah.
But I mean, it's just such a small island; you just don't get that kind of stuff.
I know. So that's a nice plus because on other islands you do.
So, but if you want to snorkel, you either have to do it on a trip.
Yeah,
so
you have to
bring
sign
your
up.
own,
For one of their snorkeling excursions. Or, you can't just, which I think this is stupid, but I mean, I guess it's their policy, but you can't just go and ask to use their snorkel equipment to snorkel right off the beach. I think they should change that because that doesn't make any sense to me. But if you want to snorkel there right off the beach and, not take a few hours to go out on an excursion, bring your own snorkel equipment. So, little know before you go tip. And now we know that for next time too.
Yeah, we definitely will, and I think we're just gonna start doing that in general because I think because I do like to just snorkel around right off the beach,
right?
And just because you can still see some, like people were saying they saw octopus.
Oh yeah, they saw octopus and all sorts of fish.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and at Turks, which Beaches is a part of Sandals, you could they would just give you the equipment, but at the Sandals Grenada, I don't know why they did.
Yeah, I guess it's just a different policy, I guess.
Yeah,
really
I guess.
Strange.
So, bring some snorkel equipment because there is good snorkeling right off the beach.
And so that's a definitely no before you go travel tip.
Yes.
So we had a really, outside of all that, we didn't spend much time in our room because we had a really awesome room. And it had one of the things I loved about our room is we had the tranquil tub on the balcony, which was really nice. And one of the things you can do if you have this tranquil tub and you have a butler is you can call them up. Like while we did this one day, we're out of the pool. It was real, it was hot, and, we're sweaty, we're hanging out at the pool, we're having some drinks, and I was like, hey, I called the butler, I was like, hey, can you come in the bathtub for us? We're just going to go, chill in there for a little bit on the balcony while we, before we get ready for dinner, and boom, we showed up, and a bottle of champagne was out,
Yep.
It was real nice.
Oh, it was
nice
very
little
nice,
touch.
very nice touch. So.
Now, the room, though, was real nice, but one of the things we have to share this, know before you go travel tip about the room. Do you remember?
Yes, the plugs, which I guess I don't know. I didn't really remember this from the last time we were there. But yeah, the outlets, most of them are European. There was only, you could plug your phone into the radio to charge it. But otherwise, the plugs that were American plugs were only in the bathroom.
Yeah, and so...
At least in this particular room category. So maybe I would suggest going and buying like a converter. That's the European style, which I know there's cheap. Like multiple Europeans, so I can't remember the exact one right now, but it's a 3-prong one.
Yeah.
But I would maybe do that, and then that way you can have more chargers or places to charge your stuff.
Yeah, because we charged. Now the bedside had the USBs, so my bedside had a USB, so we could plug in like our cell phones, but our tablets.
Yeah, but our tablets you couldn't charge anywhere else. Yeah, so if you have anything like that or special camera equipment, that requires that, then you might want to just see if you can get a converter.
Yeah, any non-USB charger, you're going to need a converter.
Yeah,
for sure.
Otherwise, there's only like 2 plugs in there in the bathroom.
Yeah. So, with the room, we're super happy with. Service was super. Now, restaurants. So, we already hit a couple of them. The pub, which we never ate at, but we have ate at in the past.
Yeah, no, it's good.
That's kind of the party spot.
Yeah, it can get happening at night. Yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty chill, laid-back resort, which I like. But, the swim up pool bar, it could get a little, depending on the crowd, that day, it could get kind of happening in the middle of the day. And then at night, there was entertainment every single night, like different reggae shows or steel drum bands. But the pub, that would be where everybody goes. And
after the entertainment. Yeah, because that's open till like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Right, 2 a.m., yeah. Oh, and they had a beach party one night. And
that was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I did some dancing, broke out some dance moves on them.
Of course.
They're probably like, man, this American can dance.
Oh, Lord. He's full of himself.
I got moves.
Okay.
I can drop some moves on you.
Yeah.
I've won a couple dance-offs at Sandals before, beaches.
Oh, yeah.
I got some gold medals. I got some plaques on the wall.
There you go.
Like Dr. Dre, I got some plaques on the wall.
Okay.
All right. And then a couple last things we want to talk about. The fitness room is real nice, so we did go to the gym
very
a couple
nice
times.
Gym. Be on the lookout for the iguanas because they're all right there in front of the gym, so that's cool.
Yeah, there's like an iguana almost sanctuary where they just have them and they chill. And
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch, but
well, it's not a sanctuary, but it's like they have like little.
Like they have things set up for the iguanas and the white birds. I think they're
the cranes. I think they're cranes, maybe
something like that.
Yeah. And but it's right there by the gym, so while you're working out, you can kind of see them just staring at you.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So
they're huge,
hanging out
too.
in the trees, and they're neat creatures. So, but really, we didn't do much on this trip except we just hung out at the resort and relaxed, and then we did one spa treatment, and that was pretty much it. So
we did. We made a donation to the Sandals Foundation, which helps out with the local schools and the local
islands.
And
also hurricane relief as well. So, which obviously the Bahamas is in great need of that right now. So the Sandals Foundation is definitely a great organization to donate to if you can.
Yeah, and they'll ask you to, like, there's a little thing on your check-in that gives you the option. You don't have to. We always do. And then we also, too, if we're there over a Thursday, we'll go read to kids and donate a little time of our trip. Sandals will do that for you. They'll take you to a school. You just sign up for it. The Sandals Foundation does that. They'll take you to a school, and you get to teach a class for like 2 hours.
Yes, and you pay $25, but that's just for the transportation.
Yeah. And highly recommend that. Very fulfilling.
Yes.
It's a good way to give back to some of these places that, you love to travel to. And, some of the islands, the inner islands are less fortunate than we are, in many other, developed countries. And so it's good to kind of go give back some time, teach a class. The kids love hearing from other people.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So, but we didn't get to do that because it's only on Thursdays, at least at this property, and we weren't there over Thursday.
Yeah, we did Friday to Wednesday. So
yeah.
And then we did get impacted by the hurricane, our travel plans. So
thank you, Dorian.
Yes, Hurricane Dorian. Our flight so we flew in and out of Charleston. So if you're local in the Carolinas, going to Grenada, for some reason, it's always less expensive out of Charleston. So, and it's kind of a significant difference. So I highly recommend if you can make the drive down to Charleston, if it's not too far, check there for the flights. But our flight from Miami to Charleston was canceled because of the hurricane. So we had to stay in Miami an extra day. Then American told us they couldn't get us home for like 3 more days. So then we had to fly into Jacksonville and then drive up. So
it was a mess.
It was a mess, but
But we're fine.
Yep.
Our properties did not get damaged, so we're okay. But yeah, thank you, Dorian. And we had travel insurance.
Yes.
So we're going to get reimbursed for all of those extra expenses we incurred trying to get home. Because the airlines and stuff, it's not guaranteed. If it's weather, it's not their fault.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just kind of left out there.
Yeah, the extra night of the hotel, the meals, and the rental car and everything came to, I added it up because I'm doing the claim, but like $427. So
And we're getting every penny back.
Yep, we should.
# worth it.
Yes.
Travel with insurance.
That's right.
Well, that's it, guys. We'll call it a show. If you heard anything that you're interested in on this podcast, hit us up, request a quote, or just request some information from us. It doesn't have to be a quote, but we can get you some pricing, we can get you additional information. You can do that on our website, PanacTravel.com, or you can hit us up on Facebook or the Gram. We're on Instagram. And I felt bad because I literally just fixed the email. I realized. So for those, I had the wrong email on our Instagram.
Yeah. Who knows how long it's been like that?
Yeah, so I apologize. That's
Instead of Jamit, it was Janet.
Janet, yeah.
So it should be Janet, but he had Jamit.
Jamit, Jamet
Yeah.
at PanacTravel.com. People are probably looking at that like, that cannot be the right email. So anyways, my bad. You can now hit us up on Instagram via email. And it'll come to Janet at PanacTravel.com.
That's right.
But we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. We feel great to be back, and we hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we hope everyone has a wonderful week.
Bye, everyone.